Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the GameStop exclusive PS4 Spider-Man video games, Inner Demon and Mr. Negative. Oh man, I'm so happy to have a Mr. Negative in the collection, finally! I really like this character a lot. I believe he was created under Dan Slott's run, and I really liked the character from reading the books, and then I'm really happy to have the character in the video game as well, so this could work for a video game shelf if you have one, or a comic shelf I think, but we are getting reused body parts over here. It doesn't look like we're getting new body parts at all. You can see the 3D renders right over there, but we will get new head sculpts, and we have some added accessories, even though I think we've seen these accessories before. Then on this side, you can see Martin Lee and some Inner Demons right over there, and then you get a non-spot varnished PS4 Spider-Man logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, if you're trying to get this 2-pack set, you can do so. It said it was a GameStop exclusive, but if you're trying to get your other Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Mr. Negative with his Inner Demons out of the packaging, and I gotta say, right off the bat, man, I am very happy with this set. Getting all the interchangeable heads, and yeah, you do have to grab a couple of figures from your collection to round things out if you want to display like this, but for me personally, it wasn't very hard to do, and I like what I'm seeing over here. It just looks really cool, and there's a lot of accessories to talk about, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at the figures. I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like they added an extra head in this thing, or there's just one extra head that I wasn't expecting. I feel dumb for that. I should have known what I was buying, but yeah. Anyway, you get two sets of hands over here. These fisted hands we've seen before, as well as these weapon-grabbing hands, but they are not the same size. When you get the fisted hands on the figure, it doesn't really look too bad, but it still throws me off seeing how the fisted hands are a little bit larger. We only get vertical hinges on all four hands right over there. We've seen these accessories before. I did not expect to see brand new guns, though. They look really good. Recall what figure this came from first, but I think this is the first time we're seeing this particular gun right over here, and I think it looks pretty badass. I like how it came out. It looks very realistic. You have your effects that come with this figure. We've seen these before. First time seeing them in translucent red like this. You do get two of them, and then you also get the smoky effects, which we've seen before many times, and they fit right in there just fine as well, so that's cool. And then we get this gun right here, which oh man, that, you know, I think this is new also. I feel like a total dumbass for not remembering, but you know what, I don't know gun, like if I knew all the guns, then I would be like, oh yeah, they finally made the M5 53 caliber, you know, and I don't know crap about guns, but I think it looks cool. And then you have this sword right over here, which is brand new, and I love that we get more of like a pearlescent white color throughout on the blade itself, and then it's more of a glossy white right over here. I don't know if you could really see the difference on the camera, but yeah, if I put my hand behind it, you could see that. And then when you add this accessory on top of it, which by the way, this looks badass all on its own, but I haven't gotten paint scuffing or anything to ruin the sword itself. So if you want them just without this, it's not like, you know, you have to use it and then ruin the figure's sword or anything like that to use it again. So I don't think he had the effects like that in the comics, if I'm trying to remember right. You get these two new flame effects right over here, which at first I thought were connected, but yeah, you don't have to remove the hands to put them on your Martin Lee figure or anything. At first I did that, but you can just wrap them around. They're probably going to reuse these again in the future for, you know, a Human Torch or something. You know, we'll probably see these many times in the future, which I don't mind. I like them. I think they look really good. We've seen the baseball bat before and the machete before, so nothing really new to talk about. I just like my gunmetal gray, and they make me happy to see. I like the detail right here, and then, yeah, just black and gray bat right there. And then looking at these, holy crap, I love all three of these, man. Nice clean paint apps for me on mine, so I can't really complain about any QC issues that I've noticed so far. I don't really see any. God, they look sick. I like how the hair looks right over there. Very cool that you can see the, you know, the human face parts underneath and everything. And I like the flesh tones on these too. They look very realistic. Here's more of the ape looking one. Holy crap, these are awesome. Man, I love these head sculpts. They look fantastic. Yeah, very, very cool. Damn, very pleased with these, man. So here's, you get two bald ones to help you keep track, because the ones with the horns look a little similar, but you can see that they are actually quite different. So yeah, very cool to have. I like these a lot. So So you're looking at the Mr. Negative head sculpt, and I absolutely love this. Wow, what a great head sculpt. I don't know if you could see it, man, but there is subtle black paint over this very dark blue colored paint right here, or plastic that they used, and I just think it makes it pop, and it adds depth to the face and everything. The white paint apps look really good. It almost looks like a light blue because you have so much dark blue around it. Look at those eyes. Wow, they look really good. I like how the lips are painted a different color. The hair sculpt looks really good, so I do like that. The rest of the figure doesn't give us much to talk about. We get the black shirt right there and, you know, white apparel and everything as he should. No new pinless joints right here, even though we have an Agent Woo set of arms with pinless tech, and then we have a Mr. Knight legs for a suited figure with no pins, and yeah, we're just getting the white pins throughout, which, you know, when it's the same color on both sides, it's not as bad. But I would prefer the pinless joints, and you can see that we get the silver right there for the belt buckle. I feel like they tried to add a little something over here on the ankles, but yeah, I'm getting the same frustrating thing with the articulation over here, you know what I mean? I prefer the Mr. Knight legs. I'm not going to go over the articulation in this video because we know these two figures very well. And then here's looking at the Logan movie body mold, which they clearly used for these figures, and it works. It's fine. I put a fist right over here on this side so you could see how, you know, this hand looks a lot smaller than this hand. It's just weird. But yeah, I got a little bit of the warp legs thing going on. But yeah, one thing I wanted to show off though, or which you already saw, is if you add some sticky tack to your Happy Hogan figure, you can slap on one of these head sculpts right here. They don't port on, but it looks really good to me having that on there like that. So I do appreciate that. And yeah, you saw me obviously using the Logan figure before, which this is based off of. If you wanted to get your Everett Ross or a suited body in here, which I have a hard time finding like a solid black suited figure with the chameleon body mold. You can port them on to this particular body mold. That works out. I didn't really use this because I just want the black and white setup. Aside from Coulson, I can't think of any other chameleon body mold figures that have just the black and white. And even that Coulson has a different neck peg, so you can't port the heads on there one. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if you could think of a black and white suited figure using the chameleon body mold. So to measure out these two figures, you could see that they're standing at about 6.5 inches tall. I mean, more or less. We have the horned versions as well. And then for a white suit figure comparison, once again, we have Jigsaw, Mr. Knight, and Arcade. And you can see it's kind of hard to get him to stand straight up. Then here's the Inner Demon figure next to my Logan figure, and we have Happy Hogan with the Inner Demon head. And this body mold is actually based off of the Young Nick Fury body mold. And yeah, this is making me really happy, man. Like having the option to have all three of these like this, and they fall over. Jeez, that was intense. But yeah, having all three of these like this easy in the display, even though they don't stand easy. I'm very happy to have all three of them with figures attached. And then here's the two figures next to the 3 3/4 inch Gamerverse Mr. Negative, and I don't like that shiny blue as much as I like this right over here. At the time, I thought this was pretty cool, but man, I like that so much more. And then here's the two figures next to our PS4 Advanced Suit Spider-Man figure. And then here's the two figures and next to my customized first appearance Spider-Man figure. I had fun posing this with these figures. And then here's the two figures next to your average scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Mr. Negative, huh? Hey, I may be a letdown, but I don't even have time for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. I had a fantastic Thanksgiving. It was an all-day, all-nighter. Probably one of my most busiest Thanksgivings ever. It was a lot of fun, man. I had a great time with family. It was the most post-COVID kind of experience I had. So wishing you all well. Hope everyone's in good health out there and everything. And these figures I actually ended up liking a lot more than I thought I was going to. I think maybe just because we got 3 of the Inner Demon's head sculpts and I was expecting just 2. And I like rounding out my army builders with an odd number, which sounds weird because you usually want to round out with an even number, but I do like either having them in groups of 3 or 5. I don't know. maybe 6. That's an even number. So I don't know. I'm happy with the 3 that I have set up over here. That's going to be cool enough for me. I'm happy with that. Even though I'm not the happiest with the Martin Lee body mold choice, I still like how the figure came out. I like how the head sculpt came out on that figure a lot more than I thought I was going to. We have new accessories here that I didn't expect to see. So yeah, man, I'm pleased with this purchase at the price point of around, I think it was around $55. I'm gonna give this 2-pack a Sun rating of...
I love it!
Could have been closer to 60 after shipping and all that. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But regardless, the fact that I'm able to army build with this set, it makes me happy, and I do like the accessories, and I'm not the biggest fan. Again, it's tricky getting them to stand at times, but I'm happy with the purchase. I'm curious to know what you guys think. If you have it already, how do you feel about it? I'd like to know. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news or Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. I'm hosting a giveaway on December 1st. Stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Then here's the 2 figures next to the 3 3/4-inch Gamerverse. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. And click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.